Rocking some good helmet hair. Got Stevie Wonder blasting in my headphones. And I gotta take all this stuff off. Oh. All right, let's see. I'm just now realizing how quiet it is out here. Had my headphones in, can't tell. Oh man, it's nice. I think this is the first time I've done a little moto vlog like this, like for real. I always imagined myself even coming out on this road specifically to this spot, and yeah, just kind of getting the motorcycle out here, out to nature, just parking it, getting close to the water, and just getting to this quiet escape. So yeah, this is it. I'm doing it. Let's see. I brought this guy. Hopefully that's focused. But yeah, I brought a Lay Beamer. And I don't want to be super loud because I think there's people here and I don't want to be like disturbing them. I feel bad. It's so peaceful and quiet out here. Actually, I'm gonna move us a little bit. Come with me. Let's see. We'll go like this. Yeah, that's probably good. The sun's coming in real nice, and yeah, got a little washed out background, but never hurt nobody. What did I want to talk about? I wanted to talk about, I'm once again inspired by Adam Savage. And there was a video titled, it doesn't matter, but I want to see if I can remember it to sort of get back into what he was saying. It was titled, Adam does a 180 on a fan's question. I don't remember, I don't know, I don't think I even got to the part where he did a 180. But he said something before I had to stop the video and go do stuff. And he was talking about being 20 years old, or 19 I think it was, but you know, same thing. And thinking you know everything. And thinking back on it now. Like, how did you really feel at that time in your life? And he was saying it's good to focus on, rather than thinking of something as what do you want to happen, what do you want it to be, something like that. How do you want it to feel is a much better question. And I like that. I thought that was a good question. That is a good question to ask. Oh, I hear voices. Oh, there's people hiking way out over there. I thought that was a good question to ask. But he was talking about thinking back and realizing he thought he had much less time than he actually did. You think that everything is so intense and like the time is just slipping away and you need it, you know, whatever. And later in his life, as in now, he's sort of realizing that it's not like that. He had much more time than he realized. And that's interestingly a part that I couldn't really relate to. I don't think, I know that feeling, but I never framed my life. I don't think I actively framed my life that way. I think I could say that confidently. What I do feel like is a lot of what I did was to set me up for where I am now. And I'm still doing that for my future self. I'm still right now setting myself up for where I'm going to be. And you don't always know where that is, but with that in mind, you can expand your mind as much as you can to prepare for that, and not in a way that's like worrisome, like you have to account for everything, but more in a way that's like accepting of the fact that things might not always be how you expect them to be. Coming to terms with that, and learning about yourself enough to trust that you're just going to handle it. I feel like I've done a good job at that. And that's not to say that I don't worry, but I know that I can handle a situation if I need to. Little spider on the camera. Yeah, I feel confident that I can handle, all the aspects of my life. And it gets really overwhelming. I don't know if that was in the camera. Little fish jumping out. I do feel like I've always sort of had a decent foresight in my life, specifically about the skills that I want to have and the ways I want to be familiar with myself. Yeah. I think those are the things. 6, 7. Those are the things. The skills that I want to have and the ways that I want to be familiar with myself. Which are, if you really think about it, those are two very close things, but broad in their own ways. The skills that I want to have, I mean, that can be immensely personal, or that can be immensely externally serving, I guess. I don't know what the word is, but I like to be helpful. I like to be helpful to people around me. I like to know about cars and know how to fix that stuff, and carpentry, and I like to weld and that kind of thing. Yeah, I like to know about things, and I like to have those skills. And also, I like to have skills that are just fun to me. I like to know how to ride a motorcycle. I like to know how to do flips. I like to play video games. I touched on the ways I want to be familiar with myself in I think it was the last video I put out, called This Isn't My Identity. I talked about the motorcycle and how personal it was, and how much I wanted it to be personal, and figuring that kind of thing out, and sort of in the process of rebuilding the motorcycle, the Suzuki that I had, learning all these things about myself, like my work ethic and the things that I value, and how I get frustrated and all that kind of stuff. That's what I mean about how familiar I want to be with myself. I feel like I take a long time to build a mental map of anything, but that's only because it's like a quality over quantity thing. I feel like that's appropriate way to describe it. I want to have a really detailed map. I want to have a really detailed map of my car, my motorcycle, my own brain. Anytime I'm learning a new skill, like, I want to know all the aspects of it. I was playing some NASCAR racing game on like a sim thing, and I was kind of doing shitty at it at first, but then slowly I got I just have a linear learning curve. It's not a curve, it's linear. But slowly I got really good at it. I was just realizing that I just take a long time to sort of figure out that sort of skill set. I think my point is, it's important to be mindful of that type of thing, because everything you're doing right now is going to put you in a certain position later. And it's important not to think of that in like a grind set hustle sort of way. I think that's my opinion. I don't like that sort of thing. I really believe in doing things that you enjoy and relaxing, and I'm not very good at those things. But ultimately that is going to get you closer to yourself. And it was just interesting to hear Adam talking about being 19 and thinking you know everything. I have very strong opinions about everything, but I don't feel like I know everything. I feel like I'm more agnostic than that. And I feel like that served me well. I don't know. I think I had more to talk about, but who cares? I'll come back out. I kind of want to get home before the sun goes down, so I'll let you take a look. Yeah, that's about how it looks to my eyes. Anyway, Project Monday. See ya.